Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. That is a 16 by 20 inch pre-primed, minus the dust I just had on my fingers. I guess that was some white left over from my unicorn spit. Anyway, so it's pre-primed and dry, and like I said, I've got unicorn spit, which I have discovered makes some pretty good pulled dots. Trying to learn to space my dots out a little bit more so I have more room to add a couple more colors in between. And I have sort of taken to using, although I didn't do it then, but we do have the black, so we'll find out together how much the black shows up. That was Sour Lemon with a little bit of Orange Crush added to it. This is Pink Diamond. Sometime I'm just going to do an entire painting with dots and speed through it. I have a friend of mine is helping me do some editing, and so things that would have been part 1 and part 2 are soon going to be available as one solid video. I hope. I'll cross my fingers. He was optimistic. I've got, that was Indigo Violet. I've got some Frozen. That was Royal Sapphire, I did not say, whoops. First dropout was Floetrol. After you have your paints in bottles long enough, you're going to need to use something like, I use a chopstick to stir them up. Let's see what else I want. Whoa, okay. That is very liquidous. Fandango. Our first opportunity for serious dots. I think I've got some turquoise. Mystique is a primary element. The others have been Prizm pours so far, with the exception of the unicorn spit, which is a gel stain. I don't have an affiliation with any of those. I think if I was going to buy it again, some white gel stain, I'd probably try the Boom Gel. There is a 10% off coupon code for Pixel Paint Designs. I'm going to try some of the silver. I know if I leave these dots, they pretty much pull away from the canvas and leave a gap, but I kind of like the way it looks, so I'm not too afraid of setting myself up. There I go, forgetting to leave enough space in between again. Let's try some gold and silver. This is Mayan gold. I'm craving some orange, which usually comes hand in hand with jasmine. The orange is an Orange Crush, which is a Prizm pour, and the jasmine is a primary element. It used to be a Prizm pour a long time ago. I've also got some honeysuckle, which says it's a Prizm pour, so let's just use some of that. If we can. I think opening would help. We'll leave lots of nice big spaces. I want to combine a whole bunch of different methods and probably not start with dots. I've got some red violet that's a vivid, intense fluorescent, and I think that would be very interesting with that honeysuckle. And probably a few other things. I'm going to go back again and use the Orange Crush. And maybe that's a good place to start. I've got a damp studio rag to wipe off my spatula with, and I've got other little swipe tools that I could use. And I'm thinking about doing that. Definitely want some elbow room, some spin room. Got a little extra paint. Sorry about my head. What am I going to do with those big, huge dots? I think they're going to get a spatula. I think these are going up. These are going down. And I've got some up room also, so I'll just keep doing that. Why not? Wipe off my spatula and voila. Use my extra. I like those just like they are. Kind of want to leave them. But it might be time to do something with them. Kind of want some black and white. I think that might be something I do next. I kind of thought I was doing it earlier and then I used a color in between. The more paint you have, the further your stroke is going to go, obviously. And I am going to use some black in between just so it protects my stroke from being obliterated by the amount of white. So I really think you have to have the black, even though the background is already black. Not sure about the end one. Probably not the end one. Can't even believe I can get away with that. Alright, so I've got most of the paint off of that spatula. They're not the most even stripes, but it's an abstract expressionist piece of artwork, so it should not be expected. Perfection is not part of this process. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Not. So I'm liking the look of that, but I really want some saffron, and I kind of didn't mind this, the honeysuckle. It's nice and bright. And I want to see what happens. Not a fan of that. So I am going to pull out the saffron because I think that'll work better. And I think I'm going to throw some purple in between. This is Indigo Violet, because that will eradicate anything that I'm not happy with, like that brown color I just got. Spatula is coated with paint. Might be time for a new one. I don't know where this is going, but it's going there. I want some jasmine. I can't help it. And I wonder what the red violet. I must have used this combination before. I just don't remember right now. But I like it. Now I gotta remember that I can use short cards for shorter spans if I so desire. Going every other one. And no matter what this starts as, I can always paint over parts of it and make it into what I want it to be. Alright, so I want orange. I've still got this brownish stuff to get rid of. But I don't think that's going to be that hard, and it could definitely be black and white. I still like the way the dots look. Sorry about the full spin. Looking for a place that's a good match to... Wow, that dried. Do I come down this way? Yeah, I do. Even weird smears are useful. I think in order to drown out that brown, I'm going to try some royal sapphire and some jasmine on top of it and see what happens. I'm not hating that. I do want to clean up my... I think it's almost time to grab another spatula because that one's kind of coated and caked. I just realized I can dip in and steal paint and put it wherever I want to if I decide not to pull it out. Oh, that white dot was not expected. I could probably also scrape through something. It's becoming interesting and kind of fun. I get more ideas about the shapes I might want to put things in. I keep thinking about stencils, like just the shape of squares or rectangles or something. Where's my white? got to remember what I just learned, which is just to dip in partially and use the residual to create something else. And I'm trying not to fret about what it looks like right now, because I know I can cover parts of it and make vast improvements if I'm clever. I want something with a rounded end. And I used to have something. There, I do. I have something with a rounded end. I've got 3 minutes on my clock. Excuse my head. I want the flat end now. I doubt whether I can finish this in 3 minutes, but I do, like I said, I do have a friend who's helping me out, so I expect if there's a part 2, it will become part of part 1, if things are working out well between us. So I'm just going to keep working. And I expect to have a lot more fun in the future, just dipping into areas that I make colorful combinations and then use it to make marks elsewhere. It's sort of something, I'm not sure what the something is, but it occurs to me that I can pull whatever I want. It's an abstract after all. I'm being called the Tuscan sun or gold, and a little bit more Fandango, which I'm kind of beginning to wish I hadn't cut the top so big. Let's make sure that that's not problem. Not sure where to go from here. Jasmine again. Oh, that's cool. I got 1 minute. When the timer goes off, I'll reset. I'll grab my Tuscan sun. Which I might like just as dots. They look pretty cool. They look cooler than they look as a smear, but I still like the yellow there, so I'm not worried about it. I always get a little stringy, bouncy tail coming off, so I have to slow down. I like that a lot. That's great. Okay, so I'll see you in part 2 in a minute. So we're going to keep working, try and get whole picture in the frame. I'm kind of feeling like putting something over here, and I'm being called to pink in a big way. The Jasmine is calling me. And probably not in dots, probably in stripes. I hope it's not a mistake. That last one was. Okay, so trying to figure out what to pull dots with. That kind of worked, but I've got some residuals, which never bother me. I'm going to use the short end of this time. I'm liking that. I'm liking the idea of some yellow over there too, because this Tuscan sun is catching my eye. Well, that was a little risky because there were some overlapping dots, but I'm liking being able to. I think the black is going to swallow some of that jasmine. But I like how things are moving. Come on. And I like lines, but I think I'm going to smear it out anyway. I've got some more of that muck over here. That needs to go away. What can I put in there that's really strong? I'm craving some blue velvet. And I'm pretty sure that will take care of any issue and bring a new color combination into play. Although I'd kind of like to square it up. Not sure why. The blue shows up good. I think I'm not very far from being done either. Gotta remember to wipe off my cards. Oh, I have a little acetate tool. I haven't tried that yet. I think that's dry enough to wipe off. I think it'll be okay. I've got to give myself permission. Yes, more Tuscan sun. Loving that yellow. Chances are good I'm just going to leave those as dots. And same for the jasmine, except for that's a really big dot. Now it's a bigger dot. Makes me want to bring back the white, only I could use Chantilly lace instead, which would be kind of cool. I hope you can see everything I'm doing. I'm just letting my mind wander to where I might like to have something. Alright, there's the blue. These are kind of bugging me though. Need the full thing if I'm going to do it. And of course, after things are done, if there are little things that bother me, that's the time to put more dots in. That's the blue velvet again. I don't think there's nearly enough orange in there. So I have some orange crush. Now you could be doing these dots with a dotting tool, I'm sure of it. But I'm short on time. So rather than set up a palette with all kinds of dotability, I'm just going to try my best to slow my roll so I don't leave little trails. I also have some Q-tips handy, but I didn't wet one, which it would have been a good idea to begin with. Also, if you're going to do this, you might want to make sure that the area around the tip of your bottle hasn't got any schmutz on it like mine does. I'm thinking the red violet and then maybe the Chantilly lace finally. The orange over the black, I'll know next time I need it to be heavier. I think I might have just gone a little too far with that. We'll see. But I do like it busy, so. Oh, I've got some Egyptian blue I didn't use. There's a rogue white dot, so let's just let it become a landing place for Chantilly lace. And since I like that roundness, and I like to add dimension by overlapping things, so long as none of the paint is too wet. So the only thing that's really bothering me is some of this over here. Sorry, I'm quiet, I'm focused. And I want to do something with this. I'm thinking purple. And in this case, I'm going to think some deep amethyst purple. Because I think that might resolve my issue, but we'll find out in a minute together. Yes, I'm making stripes with my fingers this time. I want to make sure that's covered. I think that's better. I think I'm just about done. I really want some Fandango though, and I've got a place for more orange. Fandango I'm a lot nervous about. The Fandango might require some dotting ability. So I'll just use a small container and a skewer. If there's anything I'm not fond of in this area, I will distract the eye with my fresh dots. I tried this skewer yesterday. It's got a piece of bamboo fuzz hanging off it. And as long as I don't get paint on it, I'll be okay. But if I do, I'm in trouble. Oh, and I just did it. I wish that would just come off. Let's try the other end. Nope, we can't try the other end. Let's try a paintbrush. Yes, I have paintbrushes. I actually inherited like 200 paintbrushes from my parents. That works pretty good, actually. There, I like that too. I don't think I'm done yet, though. It's funny, I think as I go along that, you know, some parts of it look messy and things, but then I really like it when I'm done. I'm really tempted. No. Yes? No, I don't know. Really tempted. Well, I'm going to cover up this little messy part with some dots. Alright, I'm going to call it. It's got some lovely fluorescent-esque things to it, and we're not looking for perfection, although we could fix that with a dot of jasmine. So the colors will be under the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Remember that there's a Colourarte coupon code for 20 to 30% off right now, and a Pixel Paint Designs 10% off coupon code underneath the video. Colourarte products, I'm an affiliate, so you help me out when you shop them. My battery's almost dead. Oh. Again. That's pretty cool from up here. I like it. I do have a phone. Hopefully the battery will hang on until I get shimmer ability. And like I said, if you get to a stage like this and you're not happy with what you've got, there's always tomorrow. I think that's going to get a dot of white. I'm sure there's been more times than once that I thought I could just cover things with black. Well, that didn't help a lot, but it helped a little, so I guess I'm good. Hopefully you can see that. All of that. And nothing serious going on here. Just have some fun. Play with it. I love it. I love doing this. It can't be a bad thing. It just can't. Alright, you guys, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for your kind words and your comments that keep my morale boosted. I really appreciate them. Thank you for the donations through PayPal. The icon is on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. Thank you for your joins. Those of you who've joined the membership, there's probably 120 videos there for members only. My 2 books are on my Amazon link on my link tree. My link tree is underneath Show More. It has pixels.com, Fine Art America, Society 6, The Gallerist, all places where you can have my artwork reproduced as patterns on everything that they sell. And if you want something that's one of a kind, or two of a kind, you could go shopping there. I definitely think you ought to look at the spring clothing under the video and go follow the link, because I've got incredibly beautiful new stuff there right now all the time. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. Whatever I'm missing is I've got like 31 lists of videos with 100 each on them, and they're also organized by topic and genre. So if you ever need something, just mention it to me in comments and I will give you a playlist if you would like to have one. My email address is easpbgallery and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. If you'd like to contact me in regard to purchasing an artwork or inquiring about classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, please feel free. Your comments are welcome, but your questions are more welcome. Please feel free. I'm here for you. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at 10:15 a.m., at least at the moment. All right, I love you. I don't know what I've forgotten. Please share my videos. When you give me thumbs up, it helps me out. Your comments help me out, and sharing definitely helps me out. I love you guys. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I'll see you on.